Welcome back to Melanie Loves Death Metal. Happy Tuesday. I've got some relics to talk over today. Some death metal relics. Some of these I've just got in the mail within the last couple of days. Things that I had been hunting for in my collection. Most of these are still available, so you'll be able to go get them. But before I get started on the stack of those to show you, I wanted to show you an awesome package that I got in the mail from Noxious Ruin. I believe West actually sent it to me from there. Was not expecting this, so I was very surprised by it. When I saw the envelope, I was like, did I order a tape from them? I don't remember if I did. And they sent me a zine and a tape that goes along with it. So this is the new edition of Preservation of Death Volume 6, Years in Decay zine, that the guys from Noxious Ruin curate and put together and sell through Noxious Ruin, and then to accommodate that, they make a mixtape of all of the bands that they talk about in this zine. So I've known that this is around for a while now. Like, obviously this is the 6th volume of it. Always thought it was pretty cool, but again, I don't typically collect zines. I've talked about that 100 times here, although now I'm pretty much just dead set going to start collecting these zines now. If there's a new volume of this, I'm going to snag it. If there's a new volume of Noxious Ruin, I'm going to snag it. If there's a new Metal Execution, I'm going to snag it. Like, because all of these are really cool, and I've found them to be really awesome collector's items. So let me talk about the zine really quick. It's still available on Noxious Ruin's website. It's $12 with the tape, which is a phenomenal deal, especially for the quality of the zine that you're getting for this. So essentially, what this is a researched, compiled, written, field-tested, laid out, screen-printed, assembled, nerded out over, and probably filled with types of third-grade grammar by Wes Hasty and Brian Noxious, so the guys that run Noxious Ruin. So basically, what they do is they come together and they decide the theme that they want for this zine, and they compile it and they do it all together. This is a really nice, heavy cardstock, screen-printed artwork. You texturized, you can feel it. It is super nice, and then really, really nice images in paper, like in terms of the zine and stuff like that. So it is really nicely produced, very nice quality zine. It says all cover illustration and art is done by Corpse. I don't know if you can see that right there. And for this particular volume, this edition, this one is more catered to Jesus, I'm blanking right now. More of the older school death metal between the range of 1994 and the year 2000. So it's more of that older school vein, and it's got some awesome gems in here of bands that I have actually not heard for a long time. It's been a while since I've seen their name lingering around. It's been a long time since I've listened to any of that stuff. But yeah, it goes into extreme detail about what the genre or the theme of this overall zine is, what went into it, what their ideas were, and all that stuff. So very, very cool. I'm not going to read the whole entire thing. I'll just give you a brief update, and then going forward from there is every single band that is on this this mixtape that they did. It goes into detail about who the band are, the background, what the album is, all this stuff. There's a couple of like quotes and interview quotes and everything. It is a really nicely curated and compiled zine. This is awesome. In terms of zines, I do like the Modern Underground ones. I think those are cool because it's a good way of getting their name out there for the people that collect this and having, more of their radar. So yeah, that's cool. But these ones that are really older, about more of the like obscure, like underground older bands that maybe some people don't know about or just are coming back to life for you, like this is a really, really cool collector's item. The artwork on here is simply phenomenal. Just every single page is really nicely quality, done so nice. There's a lot to read here. So this is a really cool zine for those death metal nerds, particularly me, because I love this kind of stuff. So that's the zine, and fucking my can of soda here is like making noise. Like, chill out, settle down. It's driving me nuts. Anyway, and then here's the tape. So the tape is really cool. Here's the spine. Preservation of Death Volume 6. It is a nice sticker tape. And then a really nice J card that obviously is once again silk screened, all their other projects that they do, and then the list of every single band that's on here. So it also has the list of every single band inside the zine as well, for people who are unable to read the small print. Right here, it tells you who is on side A and side B. So let me list off a couple of things here. First and foremost, the very first song on here is from Umbilical Strangulation, Corpse Fucking Lunatic. I actually have the latest reissue that was done by Doomed to Obscurity, Necrology by Umbilical Strangulation. But so yeah, awesome that they put them on here. Corpse Fucking Lunatic is from their Sexually Mutilated demo or something like that from 1997. So so it'll go into detail about that. But yeah, so if you're looking for this band, Doomed to Obscurity is the one that reissued this. I showed this off in a video a while back. So pretty cool that that's featured on here. This is a band that kind of came back to life for me, and I've been seeing more and more people buying that and getting it. Gaffed is also on here. Gaffed is from the song Chopping Spree from their 1995. Is that their last album? I'm trying to think how long ago. No, they had an album out like 2 or 3 years ago. I just remember that, I think. Right? Yeah, 2023. So this one is probably from their demo, I'm assuming. Anyway, yeah, Chopping Spree. It's from their demo from 95. So that's pretty cool. Gaffed has a new album out this year. I Can Feel Myself Rot. I haven't talked about it yet because I'm waiting on my tape from Gurgling Gore. The CD is already out and circulating, so as soon as I get that in, I'll talk more about that, but it's an awesome album. So that's just one call out that Gaffed is on here. Rotting is also on here. This is the latest reissue from Dissonant Tapes, so I was happy that they reissued this. Purulent, Sadistic Torment, Horror of Horrors, Cranial Torment, just so many awesome. Necropsy, Pale Existence, Corpse Fucking Art is on here. Ego Fix, Scattered Remnants. Oh yeah, Scattered Remnants too. I have, what is this? I forgot what boot this was. Destined to Fail. I need to get more Scattered Remnants. So yeah, I just pulled those off just to show, like, pretty cool. So yeah, this is an awesome cassette tape of some really phenomenal death metal, underground obscure death metal back from the 90s. Even I think the latest one is 2000s that I saw, maybe 95, 98, 99. Yeah, I mean, it goes almost up to the year 2000. So yeah, like the heyday of the 90s scene. So awesome stuff. Thank you so much again, Noxious Room, for sending this to me. Such an awesome collector's edition to have in the collection. I love these tapes. Iron Fortress also does stuff like this as well. I mean, several record labels do like these sort of like mixtapes that are more catered to their record label and stuff like that. But I love that Noxious Ruin and now this one are doing it. So yeah, Preservation of Death, Volume 6. Check it out. I'll link in the description where you can go buy this. $12. That's a steal for this. I'm telling you, that is a steal. For a tape like that the tape alone can be sold for $12. So you're getting money. You're getting bang for your money, or whatever that saying is. I don't know. So on that note, I have been hunting some older tapes to add to my collection. That is primarily where my money has been going lately, is older OG vinyls or older OG cassette tapes. And people have been talking with me constantly for the last several months when they found out that I was doing this, sending me their Discogs, sending me stuff that they have in their collection, asking me if I'm willing to trade and buy things. So that's been really fun. It has been a very long time since I've done that. But in the meantime, there has been several reissues that have come out within the last couple of months and even within the last couple of years that I finally went and got to add to my collection, just because finding the OG copies of them has been impossible, or it's just way too expensive for me. And to start off, I actually just got this yesterday. So this is the newest Boot Thrower Tapes reissue that they're currently working on. This is Immolation, Stepping on Angels Before Dawn. And so this is basically a compilation tape of their 2 demos and then also their songs from when they were rigor mortis. That is the whole entire reason why I bought this tape. And I'll tell you why. I have been looking for those rigor mortis tracks on a physical format for a very long time. It's popped up on Discogs several times. I stopped looking months ago because I got tired of it. People were like selling like burned CDs, like bootlegs for like hundreds of dollars, $70. I just could never pull the trigger to do that. And then obviously we know that Immolation, the demos, so demo from 1998 and then demo from 87, and then demo 2 from 89. So I actually, but the rigor mortis tracks was the whole reason why I got this, because I've always wanted them in physical format, because, and it's a nice pearl printed tape, because I already have the 88 demo and I already have the 89, or I said that wrong. I can't remember the years. Anyway, I already have the 2 demos. These are Tape Trader bootlegs that I got long time ago. They actually were in really, really terrible cases, and I bought new cases and cleaned it up. So yeah, and they're just blank tapes, like there's nothing on them. So I already actually had copies of this. So I didn't need those tracks, but I wanted that rigor mortis track. So this is actually up for sale on Dissonant Tapes if you want to snag this for that reason, or just to get these in a physical format. These Tape Trader, they pop up every once in a while on eBay and stuff like that. So again, not trying to take money away from Immolation, but a lot of people are hunting those, and I thought this was a pretty cool comp tape to add to the collection, especially since Immolation is one of my favorite death metal bands. So pretty cool. I'll link in the description where you can pick this up, and it sounds very, very good. So very awesome tape that I recently just got. Was happy about that. The next one is, I went over to Gorehouse Productions because I saw Mike on Instagram that runs Gorehouse, owns it. He's been posting like shop reels, like him packing orders and him shrink wrapping things and talking about new vinyl that he's gotten in and stuff like that, and some restocks. And a little while back he posted a restock video of the Sepsism. So I showed this one a couple months ago when I snagged it, but I figured I would just pull it off and show it again. So I snagged these off of Gorehouse Productions. I'll link in the description. They're still available. There's also, I believe, CDs and vinyls too, but I grabbed tapes because that's what I wanted this format in. But this is Distorting the Mortal Visage. No, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. To Prevail and to Discuss. This is their second full-length album from 2003. I absolutely love this album. I don't know why I thought it was, just ignore me. Anyway, really, really nice reissue. I listened to this today. I got this a couple of days ago. So awesome sticker on the tape. And then a really nice, thick, super thick, nice quality J card. So I love Gorehouse. I need to buy more from them. They release a lot of bands that I'm not familiar with. I just need to go onto their YouTube and just check out their latest releases and put a couple orders in. But obviously when they do these types of reissues, I'm familiar. So I grabbed this one. And then again, I also got Purulent Decomposition from 1999. This is objectively my favorite one by them. They only have 3 full lengths out and the band is no longer together, but brutal death metal. I showed this off in a video not too long ago, but this is also still available too. So one of my favorite brutal death metal bands. These 2 albums are phenomenal. I would love to get their third one too. I'm a pretty big fan of that one as well. They all have great albums, but yeah. So this is the newest one that I just got. Again, I'll link in the description where you can go pick those up. And check out Gorehouse. I would definitely follow him on Instagram. Add yourself to like the mailing list and stuff like that. Because, yeah, he puts out awesome stuff. So, okay. The next one is I went hunting on Discogs. Because when I learned about Boot Thrower Tapes, I searched to see what other releases have been out there. And the other 2 releases that have come out already, with the exception of that one, were things that I've wanted in my collection for a very long time. So I saw a Discog seller selling this one for $10. Wasn't, it was basically retail, plus shipping. It was like $17 or whatever. And that is, oh man, I have wanted this in my collection for such a long time. You don't understand how happy I am right now, because this is like one of my all-time favorite brutal death metal albums. Just simply cream of the crop here. This is Iniquity with Cerandium. I can never say it. I'm so bad at things like that. From 1996. So brutal technical death metal. Just such a phenomenal album. this is a gem. If you're not familiar with it, you actually might enjoy it. But yeah, just simply phenomenal. So I grabbed this as soon as I saw that it was available. Thomas Christensen is in this band from a couple of other bands that I'm familiar with, but I'm trying to think of who the other members were. Let me pull it up. But yeah, this is a 90s band from Denmark. They're no longer together. Martin Rosendahl, who was in Corpus Mortal. What else is he in? He's done a bunch of other things too. But yeah, just one of those 90s brutal death metal albums that I've always wanted, and every time it pops up on Discogs or eBay, it's just something stupidly priced, or it's not an official release, or whatever else. So really nice reissue here. I don't know. I like the color of this tape. I'm a huge pink fan of tapes colors. So yeah, this came out actually in 2024. So this came out last year, but it originally was released on Die Hard Music Worldwide. So yeah, back in 1996. So, and then a very simple J card for this one. There's the album artwork, and then the liner notes, and then the band logo. So yeah, this is sold out. I don't know where you can find it. I think I grabbed the very last copy that was on Discogs. I'll link the YouTube so you can listen to it, but in terms of searching for this, I don't know. I lucked out. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, I'm grabbing that. So yeah, another just really happy that I have this in my collection. From that same exact seller, he also had this tape in stock, and this is one that came out on Dissonant Tapes a couple of years ago, I believe. I don't remember exactly what year it was. That sold out, and I was unable to find. So I was sad, because this is Insidious Decrepancy. Insidious Decrepancy. And if you're not familiar with who this is, it's a brutal technical death metal band that features Sean Whitaker. It's basically one of his many other bands where he does everything: the vocals, the bass, everything. Sean Whitaker from Viral Load. He's been in Castrated. He's been in this band that I'll talk about in another video when I do another CD update. He's just a legend. He used to be in Pathology for Live. He used to be in Disgorge. Just all these amazing bands, and he also has his own solo project called Sean Whitaker that Corpse Crystal released several years ago. So this is very technical, very noodle soupy at times. But this is called Extirpating Omniscient Certitude from 2009. I would love to get his other albums too for this, but this is the one that I know that Dissonant Tapes reissued or put out several years ago, a couple years ago now. I don't remember exactly how many, and was sold out. But this seller had it, and it was a good price, so I snagged it. So another Dissonant Tape added to my collection. And then here is the J card here, and then the songs. Really nice layout. Done by Andrew, who owns Dissonant Tapes. The cover is Par Olofsson, who's an awesome artist. And yeah, pretty cool. Like it said, all songs are written and performed by Sean Whitaker. He does guitar, bass, and then there's drum programming. The drum programming doesn't sound too bad. Sometimes it bothers me when music has that, but it doesn't bother me on this. It sounds phenomenal. But yeah, this is really fucking heavy, brutal, very technical at times, death metal. So if that's not your thing, you may not enjoy this. But I have been wanting this particular album because this is the one I'm most familiar with for a while. So I'm pretty happy. Again, I'm pretty sure I snagged the last copy of this on Discogs. I have not seen it for sale since, but it might pop up again. I'm not too sure. I know that Dissonant Tapes, whenever they put out a tape and it sells out, it can be hard to find in the resale market because people hold on to them. So it's very rarely that they sell them, which is, says something about their product there. But yeah, so that is my gem collecting that I've been doing, hole filler collecting, things that I've been searching for and wanting in my collection. I've been focusing more on that this year. instead of just buying every new release that comes out on Friday of something that I like, which I usually do. Let me tell you, yeah, sometimes some things are a little bit expensive, and that pretty much swallows up my expense for basically the month of what I can buy. But I've noticed that I'm spending a lot less money doing this right now. So wife is very appreciative of that as well. But I've been having fun doing this and hunting this and finally adding things to the collection I've always wanted. So a lot of cool stuff here. Link in the description, YouTube's to go listen to albums, where you can buy things if they're still available. I'll put up what I can. But yeah, check out that zine. Check out Noxious Ruin. Awesome label. I will always, always, always promote them as much as possible on here. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.